Hi everyone. So in this video, we'll move on to the third task in this project. Attention is all you need, building transformers from scratch. So yeah, just let's go through the third task. So this is again we are in tokenization and batching step, and this says encode sentence to IDs. Okay, so we need to implement this function encode sentence to IDs, convert a white space tokenized sentence into a list of integer token IDs using a token to ID mapping. Tokens missing from the vocabulary should fall back to the ID of unknown token. The order of IDs must match the order of the white space tokens in the sentence. So this is the function definition. We have sentence, we have token to ID, which we've earlier implemented. Uh, and then we'll have the unknown token defined as the string unknown. Let's go through some of the examples. So the vocab says bad is marked as 0, beginning of sentence as 1, AOS 2, unknown 3, hello 4, world 5. And when we do this encode sentence to IDs, we pass the sentence as hello world and we give the vocab, which is basically the token to ID dictionary. So using this dictionary, we have to kind of encode this sentence into integer IDs. So we just check that hello is 4, world is 5, so we have 4 and 5. If we go to encode sentence to IDs, we pass hello Mars with the same vocab. So notice we don't have Mars in our vocabulary in this dictionary. So this will mean that we need to give mark it as unknown, basically reference it as unknown. So hello will still take 4. But since Mars is not there in the dictionary, we take the integer ID with respect to the unknown token is 3, so we have 4 and 3. So yeah, let's quickly try to implement this. Um, so what we need to then, and this is white space tokenized sentence. So what we can do is we can extract the tokens from the sentence using sentence dot split. Now we'll pass through these tokens, and since we have to return this list, we can just create an empty list for now. We'll just call it encoded string. This is an empty list for now, and then we pass through all the tokens for token and tokens. So what we check is that um, if token in token to ID, then we kind of um, what we do is we just simply take the value of that and append it to the list. So we can simply do encoded string dot append token to ID of token. But if the token is not in our token to ID dictionary, that means it's not in the vocabulary which we have defined. That means it doesn't have any corresponding integer mapping. So in that case, we fall back to the unknown token and we append this list with the integer mapping for the unknown token. So in that case, token to ID of I can pass this variable here, which is already defined as the unknown string. So this kind of completes populating the list, and then we can simply return this encoded string. Just let's try to run this. Yeah, works. We'll submit it for all the test cases. Yeah, this also works. So this was a simple, like we already built the um, token to ID mapping, and then when any kind of sentence we get it, like if we have to encode it, this is what we'll do. We'll simply parse through the sentence, get all the tokens, and get the corresponding integer IDs for them using the token to ID mapping. So this was it for the third task. Then we'll move on to the fourth task in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.